From the Convention Center in Atlantic City, this is Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Jill Horner at the League of Municipalities Convention, and with me is Dolores Roselli. She is the Grants Manager of the New Jersey Council on Developmental Disabilities. Thanks so much for being with us, Dolores.
Thank you for having me.
When we talk about what you do as an organization, you really are an advocacy organization, but talk a little bit about how you work to help individuals be self-advocates.
Well, we have several programs that we work on. We have a Monday morning project where advocates meet once a month in the different counties, and they discuss different ways, how they're going to affect policy change, and they work on different campaigns. And one of the campaigns that they're working on right now is the institution is not a home, because New Jersey is behind the other states as far as closing their institutions. And at the council, we're all about people with developmental disabilities having a choice in their lives, and being able to participate in the community and have the same civil rights that every other resident in the state has.
So what does this include when we talk about a campaign like An Institution is Not a Home? If there are 7 institutions currently within the state of New Jersey, what needs to happen in terms of supportive housing within a community? What needs to be done in terms of building or rehabilitating existing structures? What needs to happen in terms of support?
Well, I mean, that's all part of it. Like when they close an institution, it's done very methodically. Like they don't just put people out. They make sure that there are housing supports out for everybody. I mean, there's different places people can go. There's group homes, there's assisted living, there's supervised apartments. So, all the agencies work together to make sure that it would happen in a coherent way.
Now, you say you want this to be a choice for people. What do you hear from individuals who currently are residing within these different institutions throughout the state of New Jersey?
Well, for example, we have some self-advocates on the council, and I've spoken to several of them, and some of them have lived in institutions and some of them haven't. And one person in particular, he lived in an institution and he had a very bad experience. And then when he came out, even though he had this bad experience, he was afraid and he wanted to go back to the institution. But he had a group of people around him supporting him. And once he started, making his own living arrangements and gets a job, and he's very, very happy to be that he has all these choices now. He can go shopping if he wants to, and he's very glad that he got out of the institution.
So it really is an individual experience, but you work with individuals to help mitigate these different experiences as well.
So they can help themselves. We teach them how to advocate for themselves. We also have a program called Partners in Policy Making, where it's an 8 months, once a weekend a month course where you learn everything about how to navigate the legislative process and how you can stand up for yourself.
Now, you are the grants manager and you have different grant opportunities available, everything from employment to health to quality assurance. They come out in early 2012. Talk to us about these grants.
Oh, well, we just did our new 5-year plan. Every 5 years you have to turn in a plan to the federal government, and the 3 goals that we are choosing to work with this year are, of course, housing, employment, and quality assurance. So on January 3rd on our website, NJCDD.org, we'll have notice of funding for what's available and what types of programs we're looking for, and then anyone can apply, and it'll go through the whole RFP process.
And Dolores, I want to quickly get to another campaign. It's the Our Word campaign. We just have a few seconds left, but this is something where the general public can actually get involved.
Right, so that's just about being respectful, and language can be hurtful, so we have this Our Word campaign because we don't want people to use the word retard anymore. And we actually had our first Developmental Disabilities Awareness Day at Great Adventure this past year. It was surrounding that campaign, and we're going to have another one on September 1st at Great Adventure.
All right.
It's around language. Language is important.
Language is important, and we can all make a difference by what we say.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us.
Sure, thank you.
We've been talking with Dolores Roselli. I'm Jill Horner.